Hey there, and welcome to Walking the Spiral of Truth and Love. I'm Coach Bill Sullivan, the founder and senior director of Meditate School of Mindfulness and Sound. The reflections we explore here are rooted in the SVMT Method of Transformation, a method I created that's a heart-centered embodied approach to growth that honors truth over urgency, presence over performance, and lived experience over ideas. Today's episode is one that leans deep into my teachings, a devotional one, a remembering. We're exploring a question that's echoed through every tradition, every poem, every song, every longing of the heart. What is love? And the answer may be simpler and more radical than we've been taught. So fasten your seatbelts and open your heart, and let's arrive together gently by taking in a nice deep breath, exhaling nice and slow, and let's walk this spiral together. So here's the question. What is love? And here's the simple answer. You are. Love isn't something you find. It's not something you earn. It's not something that arrives when conditions are perfect, despite what the teachers and the preachers and all those non-truth seekers are telling you. Love is love. And when we allow love to show up just as it is, without trying to shape it or define it or even fix it, we discover something quietly miraculous. We realize we are love. So much of our suffering comes from the pressure we place on love. We expect it to be this magic elixir, something that will make everything in our lives feel right. When love feels present, we feel good. When love feels absent, we feel bad. That part's simple. But what complicates everything is not love itself, but our ideas and our expectations of what love should be. In the SVMT method, we treat love not as an emotion alone. It is a state of being. It is a vibration. And here's where so many of us get confused. We think that love has a beginning and an end. Well, love doesn't end. It's energy, and energy doesn't have an ending. It changes form. The belief that love can be lost is one of the deepest wounds that we carry. When someone leaves, when a relationship ends, when death touches our life, we say we've lost love. But love doesn't end. Here's the truth. If love ended, there would be no grief. If love ended, there would be no ache or longing. The sorrow itself is love. It's love expressing itself through absence. It's the energy of love trying to find a new way. Grief isn't the opposite of love. Grief is love with nowhere to land, and it's our job to move through it so we can land it and put it back in the heart. And when we begin to understand this, something softens. We put an immense pressure on love. We ask love to make us feel secure, to prove our worth, to erase our fear, to guarantee our future. That's too much pressure for anything, even something as vast as love. When love feels painful, it's not love that hurts us. It's the attachment to an idea of what love should look like that does. Love itself is innocent. It's our expectations that bruise us. Love is bigger than any one form. We try to confine it to one person or one role or one moment or one outcome, but love is spacious. Love moves through friendships, through memory. It moves through grief and creativity. It moves through nature and devotion and breath. When we confine love, it suffocates us. It binds us. When we allow love to be big, it heals. It moves us. It lifts us up. Another thing that really trips us up is an identity built on love is fragile. We often define ourselves by who loves us and who we love and how well love is going. And when that love shifts, our sense of self collapses. But when love is recognized as who we are, rather than something we possess, identity becomes resilient. You're not lovable because of what you do. You're lovable because you are love. And love is a vibration that the body recognizes. This isn't an abstract. The body knows love as warmth, expansion, openness, coherence, The body knows love as the breath settling into the heart. And when we slow down and breathe into the chest, when the nervous system settles, when the fascia releases its grip, we don't think love, we feel it. Love is a vibrational state that we return to, not something we manufacture. We just have to reconnect with it. We just have to get past the noise in the head and the resistance in the body. Everyone seems to do everything for love. It's almost as if every human action, even the confused one, is an attempt to touch love, to protect love, or to feel worthy of love. Yes, we make mistakes. Yes, we sometimes cause harm. But underneath it all, the longing is the same. When we remember this, compassion becomes easier for others and for ourselves, because one of the core needs of every human being is love. When I notice myself feeling anxious about love or afraid of losing it, I've learned to pause and smile gently. And in that smile, I'm reminded that it's not love that's gone, it's my attention. And love patiently waits for me to return. Always there. So let's pause together. Let's take a little pause and breathe into the heart space. If you can, place a hand on your heart and take a slow breath in and a longer breath out. And just breathe into that heart space and feel the energy that's there. So I want you to ask this question of yourself gently, breathing into that heart space and feeling your whole body. What does love feel like in your body right now? And don't answer with words. Notice sensation. Notice warmth or movement or stillness or fullness or openness or whatever that is there. What does love feel like in your body right now? And if you listen, beneath the noise in your head, you hear love responding. This is the practice. Now I invite you, if you have time, to go on this meditative journey with me for a few moments. If you can, settle down into an even more comfortable, relaxed position. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes and allow your body to be supported. And if you feel comfortable and you haven't already, gently close your eyes or soften your gaze and allow your body to be supported. Bringing your awareness to your breath, just noticing its flow, not changing it. Breathing in and out, feel your chest flowing nice and easy. And perhaps you can imagine with every exhale, you can allow your body to soften just a little bit more. And just breathe for a moment. And then I wonder if you can imagine breathing directly into your heart space. Gently, not forcing, not visualizing perfectly, just allowing your attention to follow your breath into that spacious space of your heart. And as you breathe into that space, I'm going to ask you to repeat a couple phrases to yourself. And I invite you to pay attention to the echo, to the vibration, to the feeling in your body, to the response. As you breathe into that heart space, as you imagine the spaciousness of your heart, whisper gently to yourself, I am love. I am love. I am love. And if thoughts arise, let them pass. If emotions or resistance arise, let them be. I am love. Love doesn't need to be calm to be present. Love includes everything. As you allow those 3 words to move through you, pay attention to how your body feels. Pay attention to how your nervous system feels. Then I invite you to gently bring to mind someone you love. Breathe in and feel the love of that person. Feel their presence in your heart. And as you see that person, imagine looking at yourself from their eyes as they see the love that you are. And then I invite you to hold space for that person that you love, and then think about something you love. Something you love in your life. Notice how you feel when you think about that thing, and hold it in the spaciousness of your heart. And then I invite you to reflect even deeper and think of a moment when you felt deeply loved. A moment in your life, recent or long ago, when you felt deeply loved. And notice what happens in the body. Don't allow any other thoughts to take you away. Think of this moment when you felt deeply loved. Imagine the energy of that. Imagine the space that you were in. Allow yourself to feel the vibration of love that existed. Notice your body. What happens? And just stay here for a moment. And then as you think about that person, and then you think about that thing, and then you think about that moment, allow them all to rest there in your heart, and let go of all those images now, and just stay with the feelings that remain. Because the feeling was never in the image, it was in you. The feeling remains. And at any time you can think of someone you long for, someone you miss, someone you care for. Think about the love that is there, and recognize that the love didn't come from the image. The love comes from within you. And rest in that knowing for several breaths. Feel your body. Feel the vibration of love that moves through you. And then gently widen your awareness to feel your whole body. Widen your awareness to feel the space around you. And allow the expansion of the energy of love to fill that space. And recognize that love doesn't shrink when awareness expands. It actually grows. That love and the energy of love is all around you. And that at any time in your life you have an opportunity to expand that love from deep in your heart into the field of energy around you. Feel that warmth, feel that glow, feel that presence, and repeat to yourself gently, I am love. I am love. I am love. And then when you're ready, begin to bring a little bit of movement to your toes and your fingers. Feel the energy of your body. And set the intention to walk forward in love. And then think for a moment as you take in a nice deep breath, I am ready. And exhale that energy out. And when it feels right, if you haven't already, open your eyes. And I wonder if you recognize, from that perspective, love isn't something you lose. Love is something you are. And it is something you can remember to come back to over and over and over. And the truth is, despite all the teachings and preachings, love doesn't require you to be perfect. It doesn't require certainty. It requires presence. It requires trust. It requires you leaning into the truth. And when you stop trying to be lovable, you discover you already are love. When we stop chasing love, we discover it's been holding us all along. So I wonder if you agree with me yet when you ask the question, what is love? You are. I am. We all are. And when we hold that space, we can walk in love and recognize that love is the way. And this truth, this absolute truth that you are a beautiful being of love, is the path forward. So just breathe in that truth and feel that love. And I thank you for walking this spiral with me today. May you allow love to be big. May you release the pressure you place on it. And may you remember the truth that lives quietly beneath every breath. You are love. This is the heart of the SVMT Method of Transformation. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about remembering who you already are, through presence, through embodiment, and through truth. Finally, the truth. And as always, I'm Coach Bill Sullivan, and it's been my honor to share this lesson with you. And know that love is the way, and truth is the path. And I look forward to sharing with you next time.